Hare Krishna. We need the eyes to see what our eyes need to see. Suppose we have got some disease which is manifested as some symptoms such as rashes on the skin, which we think of simply as incidental rashes. But when we go to a doctor, the doctor indicates that the rashes are are symptoms of a much more serious disease. So, if we are recovering from that treatment, recovering from that disease with due treatment, and if those kind of rashes occur again, the doctor may tell us, watch out, these are not just small incidental things, they can indicate a relapse of a disease. So, inform me immediately. So, then we will take those rashes much more seriously. So, for us as recovering patients, noticing those rashes is important, but we need the eyes, in the sense the knowledge, to see what our eyes need to see. We need to observe whether those rashes are relapsing, but we need the eyes to see that. So, the same principle applies in our spiritual life. When we are trying to pursue higher happiness and are trying to resist lower temptations, we can't resist those temptations without giving up our worldly pleasures. So, now our conception that those worldly pleasures are enjoyable is something which we need to deal with. So, the Bhagavad Gita states that Vishayendriya Sanyogad yattadagre amritopamam pariname visham iva tatsukham raja samsmritam. So, it states that actually that which tastes like nectar in the beginning will taste like poison in the end. So, if we understand and learn to see the distressing consequences of indulgence, then that will deter us from that kind of indiscriminate indulgence. So, for example, the movies and the media may just show us the high of drinking, but the next morning's hangover, the splitting headache, the lung diseases, these are real facts, but we need to see the eyes to see them. We need to direct our vision to see the consequence of the indulgence. So, these eyes, to see what the eyes need to see, that means the distressing nature of this world and especially the distressful consequences of sensual indulgence are well known, can be seen in the world, but to see them, our vision needs to be guided by scripture. To the extent we study scripture carefully, to that extent we can notice not only the distressful consequences of indulgence, but also we can notice the recurrence of desires which will lead us to indulgence, which will lead to distress, and we can become vigilant against them also. Rather than seeing them as welcome sources of pleasure, we can see them as unwelcome sources of trouble. Thus, when we become equipped with scriptural knowledge, then we can guide our eyes to see the true nature of reality, and thereby we can feel inspired to focus and persevere in our pursuit of spiritual growth. Thank you. Hare Krishna.